In this video today, I'm going to ask the question, should you move abroad to boost your career in sports science? I'm going to use Jadon Sancho as an example here. And Jadon Sancho came through the academy at Watford and Manchester City. He didn't make a first-team appearance for Manchester City, and in 2017, he moved to Borussia Dortmund for around about £8 million. And it's proven to be a very good move for him in the past 3-4 years. He's made 137 appearances, 50 goals, countless assists as well, and he's been very successful, winning silverware and also getting England international caps as well. But the thing about Jadon Sancho was he was in a position where at Manchester City, the opportunity for him to play, for a young English player to get into Pep Guardiola's team, the chances are very minimal. Now, I appreciate Phil Foden's made it now, but this is very rare. And what Sancho did was he was very smart in identifying different avenues to go and get opportunities in football. But in doing that, he had to move out of his comfort zone to go and play those games, to play in the Champions League. He had to go and do it in a different country. So you're probably wondering, what does this have to do with you? How does that relate to sports science? I'd follow that up with a question, how much can you do in your hometown in relation to sports science? What careers are out there? So where is home for you? What I suggest you do now is pause the video, go onto Google, open that tab and just type in jobs in sports science and then put your hometown. And then see, what did you find? For me, when I was doing my undergraduate degree, I look at the map around Leicester, around Leicestershire, and for me, if I wanted to have a job in sports science or moving down the line, get a PhD that in particular was funded, it'd be very, very tricky because there's not a lot out there for what I want to do. So there's Leicester City, there's Leicester Tigers, Loughborough University. Within that 10, 15-mile radius from my home, there isn't really a lot that I can do. And there's a big world out there. So for me, I've always had that mindset of, we'll go where the work is. That's what I did for my PhD. I moved to Germany and Australia to complete a dual contract PhD. And I got loads of great opportunities. One example being working with Borussia Dortmund for a couple of seasons. And the question for me that I ask now is, well, would I have got those sort of opportunities in England? Could I have done a PhD that allowed me to work somewhere like United, Chelsea, Liverpool? Probably not. So I had to take that gamble. So switching it back to you, how can you be more employable in sports science? Well, to finish off, there's three things I'd say to you. Firstly, be open-minded. This is really, really important. What I suggest you do is have a look in different countries, look at masters opportunities, jobs, whatever it may be. It could be Germany, it could be anywhere though. It could be Australia, it could be France, Canada, South Africa, wherever it is. Just have a look around and see what's available. Secondly, you have to follow the work. If there's nothing in your area, you have to move out. You could be a big home bird, but if the opportunity is there to go somewhere else and do the job, you've got to go and take it. So you maybe go on those job searches, depending on where you're from, and you find nothing. You have this aspiration to do something, but within a 30, 40-mile radius from home, it's not possible. So it's really, really key that you do your job searches now and get a feel for what you can and can't do in your local area. And finally, be prepared to go out of your comfort zone. That's something I had to do when I moved to Germany and Australia. It's already been spoken about in a previous video by Dr. Adam Bevan with his work at Hoffenheim. And I remember it well. I was on the flight going to Germany the first time thinking, what the hell am I doing? I remember looking out the window of the flight, really questioning the decision. Did I do the right thing? And you move to a new country where everyone's speaking a different language and it can be quite daunting, but you do need to be prepared to go out of your comfort zone. There were certainly some negatives of the move that I made, but overall it was a positive experience which has really helped my CV. Okay, so that was my short video on the option to go abroad to boost your career in sports science. If you'd like to know more about my trips abroad, what I got from them, get in touch. If you're thinking of going abroad and want to learn more about what's available, you've got Instagram there at Sports Science Hacks and Twitter at CJ Thompson 90. Okay, thank you for listening, and I'll speak to you again soon.